Today, we will learn some new vocabulary that may help you prepare for your GRE exam. In this video, we will look at some words beginning with AP. The first word is apathy. A-P-A-T-H-Y. Apathy. Apathy means lack of caring, indifference, lack of concern or interest in important matters. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. He has not been interested and seems apathy in driving the car since the accident. 2. He is now turning that apathy into action. The next word is ape. A-P-E. Ape. Ape means imitate or mimic a person's behavior or manner. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Man has evolved from the ape. 2. His music attempts to ape classical styles, but the results are not very original. The next word is aperture. A-P-E-R-T-U-R-E. Aperture. Aperture means opening, hole, adjustable opening in a camera that limits the amount of light. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. The mask has mirror effect, designed with aperture bars. 2. The remains of the blowing house, with the bricked-up water wheel aperture, is still visible. The next word is apex. A-P-E-X. Apex. Apex means tip, summit, climax, highest point. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. He was at the apex of his career. 2. At the apex of the party was its central committee. The next word is aphasia. A-P-H-A-S-I-A. Aphasia. Aphasia means loss of speech due to injury or illness. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Severity of expressive aphasia varies among patients. 2. In cases of conduction aphasia, comprehension of spoken words and simple spoken sentences can be intact. The next word is aphorism. A-P-H-O-R-I-S-M. Aphorism. Aphorism means pithy maxim or saying. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Sounds like an aphorism from some ancient sage, and so it is. 2. He developed an aphorism, New York is overeager to get rich. The next word is apiary. A-P-I-A-R-Y. Apiary. Apiary is a place where bees are kept. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. My sister was put in charge of the apiary. 2. The apiary was nearby, half a dozen hives faced south down the slope. The next word is apiculture. A-P-I-C-U-L-T-U-R-E. Apiculture. Apiculture means beekeeping. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. History of apiculture of Wu Kellen of general situation of Wu Kellen apiculture is long. 2. The author thinks apiculture must take the route that industrialization runs. The next word is apiarist. A-P-I-A-R-I-S-T. Apiarist. Apiarist means person who keeps bees. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Each apiarist suffered a loss of $200 million to $1 billion a year as well as most of their workers. 2. He was educated at the public schools, and became noted as an apiarist. The next word is aplomb. A-P-L-O-M-B. Aplomb. Aplomb means poise, composure in difficult situations, assurance, self-confidence. Poise. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Carried off the difficult situation with aplomb. 2. The female vocalist carried the show with aplomb and the band sounded tough and strong instrumentally. The next word is apocalyptic. A-P-O-C-A-L-Y-P-T-I-C. Apocalyptic. Apocalyptic means prophetic, pertaining to revelations especially of disaster. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. His speeches conveyed an oppressively apocalyptic vision. 2. Before them was an apocalyptic landscape of burnt villages and bomb craters. The next word is apocryphal. A-P-O-C-R-Y-P-H-A-L. Apocryphal. Apocryphal means, of a story, widely believed but untrue. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. The apocryphal story of Columbus and the egg is very interesting. 2. Most of the stories about him are apocryphal. The next word is apogee. A-P-O-G-E-E. Apogee. Apogee means highest point, the point farthest from the earth, op.perigee. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. The orbit of the artificial satellite has an apogee of 200 miles from the Earth. 2. At apogee its radial velocity reaches 0, so it once again has a purely horizontal velocity. The next word is apolitical. A-P-O-L-I-T-I-C-A-L. Apolitical. Apolitical means having an aversion or lack of concern for political affairs. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Administration should be an apolitical tool of the government. 2. The organization insists that it is apolitical and does not identify with any one particular party. The next word is apologist. A-P-O-L-O-G-I-S-T. Apologist. Apologist means one who writes in defense of a cause or institution. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. He has been neither an apologist nor an alarmist. 2. He has been cast in the role of chief apologist for the government. The next word is apoplexy. A-P-O-P-L-E-X-Y. Apoplexy. Apoplexy means stroke, loss of consciousness caused by too much blood in the brain. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. Apoplexy struck him down. 2. He has already caused apoplexy with his books on class and on war. The next word is apostate. A-P-O-S-T-A-T-E. Apostate. Apostate means one who abandons his religious faith or political beliefs. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. The most furious anarchist become the most barefaced apostate. 2. I'm awfully glad you have made an apostate of me all the same. The next word is apothecary. A-P-O-T-H-E-C-A-R-Y. Apothecary. Apothecary means druggist, pharmacist. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. I am an apothecary of that hospital. 2. The apothecary took my money, wrapped up a bottle in blue paper and handed it over, hardly looking at me. The next word is apothem. A-P-O-T-H-E-G-M. Apothem. Apothem means pithy, compact saying. Here are some ways you can use the word in a sentence. 1. It has been an apothem these 5,000 years, that toil sweetens the bread it earns. 2. They are apothem of life.